All right. Okay. Uh, Today we are going to look at the topic syllabus, right? Topic syllabus, and we have a new note lah for this topic syllabus. Topic number 4, right? Topic number 4. Okay, right. So, okay, about this topic number 4, right? The title is typography. Okay, for this course, right? Especially for your assignment, which is assignment number 3, right? Assignment number 3, the infographic. Okay, because you are going to use Adobe Illustrator and maybe other Adobe tools such as Photoshop or InDesign or maybe Lightroom. Okay, the main purpose for this topic, right? You can use Adobe font and all of the style by the name report. Okay, right? By the name report, right? I include that information also in this slide topic, right? But before we go up to that specific purpose of using or adapting the Adobe font style, all the font style by the name report, right? Okay, for your assignment, let's look what we have other, right, subtopic for this typography. Okay, right. This is our content, right? Like usual, the class date, we will revise our class date and then synopsis and course learning outcome, right? Topic outline and typography. Okay. Uh, for the class date here, right here because I am recording this, right? Uh, okay. Uh, for the class date, what we have here, right? Uh, okay, we will be we have uh we did last week we did with the instruction of assignment 4, which is the proceeding paper or academic writing, right, report. And then today, this week number 7, we are going to learn about topic number 4. Okay, topic number 4, and then we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, all right. Top like next week, right? Next week, we will be having uh, asynchronous class, right? Okay, we are not going to have a face-to-face online class, but I will give you instruction, right? But maybe for that asynchronous class, right? Because uh, I want something for you to do activity, right? This activity is important for your every topic is important for all of the assignments, right? Okay, but maybe I will combine, right, topic number 5 and 6 together in this next asynchronous class. Okay, so next week we will be there will be no class, online class face to face, but it will be replaced by asynchronous class, which I will give you instruction for 2 topics, right? Like today, okay, actually just Adobe font report like that only, right? But next week I will give you also the the slide notes, but I will not explain or describe that slide note, right? For those slide notes, we will be having 2 slide notes, topic number 5 and topic number 8, right? One activity is for topic number 5 and the other activity is for topic number 6, right? Okay, like today lah, like today, okay, the activity is you need to do some research about the Adobe font style report lah. Right? Okay, that is your work. Other than that is the only knowledge and theory about typography. Okay, so for that next class, just basic knowledge, right? Some theories about those two topic, and then what you need to do more is okay, will be given in the instruction asynchronously, right? For maybe we are using our Facebook group and also our online, right? Okay. Uh, so today just chill and we look at the what to be learn about typography, and then what will be you can do right with this typography. Okay, right? For the synopsis, they are the same, right? And then also the CLO, they are the same, okay? But today the specific things that you can use the tools is Adobe lah, Adobe font, right? But the font is also specifically for report, right? The font style is report, right? Okay. Okay, topic outlines, right? As usual, we know that, okay, we have 8 topic, right? Today is typography. Next week, next week, the two uh, topics are informational graphics and action and effects, right? Inshallah, right? You will be given the instruction via online lah, right? And we will not see face to face, right? But I will provide the slide note like usual, okay? Right, typography, okay? Typography in this subtopic, we have typography for report. That is the main purpose lah. And then typography for presentation, right? Okay. And then issues pertaining to typography, and then critics. Okay. Just before we start lah, right? What I am using right now, PowerPoint slides. Okay. That is if we go not using any design, right? For this template, I'm using design provided by Microsoft PowerPoint, right? And then if I am not using just only the plain one, right? If you can see on top of it, the header, right? The word topic for typography, that is the header, right? The style, okay? And then we have table over here, right? And inside the table also we have the header, topic, and CLO, right? In each row, right, and column, right, we have another type of font with the same style but with different characteristic. Okay, right. This is using table. If we go for this slide, okay, right, this is also a header but different from the previous header, right? Okay, this is also we have header, right, and then we have tables. Inside the tables we have the header and also row and column, right? And you can see the difference of each, right? I want to show you, okay, like this, right? For this one, okay, we have the header, and then we have the text lines, right? Okay, they are in the same text, right? Okay, so it is more about positioning, the structure, the size, the bold. Okay, that is what you need to know about typography. Before we have the digital tools for typing, right? We maybe what is very I don't know which I experienced in my kid, right, age. I use the typewriter, right? The typewriter, the traditional typewriter lah, right? And then there's words, letters, and then it will press on the ribbon and it will appear on the paper lah, right? Okay, so that is the typewriter that which can press on the carbon ribbon and it will appear on the paper, right? And then if you notice that we have another uh, we call CMS lah, content management system or website using the WordPress. Actually, the WordPress, right, is also similar uh, method of how people sets the typography lah during the traditional way, right? But the machine is big, not like small like that typewriter. The machine is big, and then there's ink to be put on the plate, and then the usually for WordPress they are the cardboard lah, usually not thin paper, but cardboard was used, right, to be press the letters on that cardboard lah. Yeah, okay. That is what they call, why they call WordPress, right? The letters, right? They have different mold for each letters, the bold style, the capital, small letters, right? So the numbers, right? The symbols, and then they will arrange accordingly to the what letter or what text that we are going to write, and then right, they can have like that lah. Okay, so that is the traditional way. Okay, but today we are going to learn about something more advanced, which is the digital type of typography. Okay. Okay, so if you could see here, right, we can go to this letter, right? Uh, we have this is the traditional characteristic lah, but still the all of these characteristic of the type styles, okay, is used on digital type font lah, right? The cap height, which is the capital letters, the baseline, okay, the baseline is the lowest, but we have also the other baseline, right, like this one, bracket serif, bracket terminal, okay, and then lowercase, right, uppercase, right, the ear, G, this is G, it has ear, right, okay, the bowl, the descender, okay, descender like P, Y, and also we have Q lah, Q like G also have descender, right? Okay, ascender like K, H like this, right? The X height, okay, all of these characteristic uh, of each typography, right? This is like the basic lah, the basic knowledge on typography, okay? I already click, but I need to do something with my back. Maybe reset. Tak buka, slow jadi. Right, so there are rules, okay, right, there are rules, okay, and there are history also, okay, and then this is only for Roman lah, Roman character, but if you could go more, like you learn about calligraphy, okay, not only on the Arab calligraphy, but we can also go with the Japanese font, Chinese character, right? And maybe perhaps Tamil. Okay, there are a lot of characteristic for letters lah, right? Okay, the rules to follow, balance, right? Hierarchy that define organization, contrast to emphasize. This is the all uh all of the knowledge that you need to know, right? Okay, and then you can browse later, right? And let's look lah, list of typography terms, right? The alignment, the aperture, the apex, the arm, the ascender, the black slanted, ball terminal, baseline, the bowl, the bracket, calligraphy, cap height, center align, character, character set, counter, crossbar, descender, ear, ellipsis, extended, and many more lah. Memang many more, banyak sungguh ni, right? So, right, this is what we know as the characteristic of the typography, and right, we have so many type of font lah, right? Today, right, digital font, and also you can create your own font style, okay? But you need to, if you learn about something about typography, you need to follow lah the rules, follow the rules, and also try to adapt lah and adopt, right? All of these yang saya baca banyak tadi kan, the terms and also the characteristic lah, right? Not all, maybe that you can uh, include, right, as many as you could to make sure that the created new design of your font, right, okay, in a good typography, Inilah karakteristik. Okay. Alright. And then, okay. So we have here typography design 101, a guide to rules and terms, right? Guide to typography rules and terms, right? Okay, let's look here. Okay, there are many lah. Brief history. Okay, this is more like the traditional way, and then you know the style. Okay, the serif. The serif is something that have age, right? More uh it's not sharp, but it has the edge. And then we have the sans serif, whether we because we don't have any edge or ear, right? There's no more edge and ear. This is for basic lah. The serif and sans serif. Okay. All right. So this is the sans serif, and we have the cursive. I Before this, we know more that italic, but here we have cursive. Not okay. Cursive means like more to the kalau bahasa Melayu kita panggil tulisan sambung lah, right? Okay, tulisan sambung, tulisan tangan lah, right? And then we have the font versus the typeface. Okay, here it says that a typeface or a font family is the visual design of the letter form, and it consists of multiple font formats in metal typesetting. Itulah yang metal tu for the typewriter and the WordPress machine yang the huge one, right? A set of physical letters is considered a font, containing every existing letter, numeral, and punctuation mark as a separate element in the digital world, right? The font is a software we install and use. Okay, right? So not only on your uh, laptop that you write or you design on the Microsoft Word, or even in PowerPoint, or even in your Adobe Illustrator for advanced design of poster or infographic, right? You can also use on your handphone lah, handphone for the font style, kan? Right? So there is also lah that you can download, right? Okay, and then it can be used like that. Okay, next, what is typography and why it is important? A beginner's guide. Okay, right. This is something that for beginners lah, right? Okay, what is typography? So you can watch this tutorial lah how to pick the right font. Okay, because usually it comes with default lah when we use sorry, okay, when we use any software like Microsoft Word. Previously, Microsoft Word, it came with Times New Roman, right? Later, after that, right, with the more recent version, it came with the Arial. But right now, it came with the Calibri as the default, right? Font type, right? So, beside using the default font type, you need to know how to pick the right font, right? Because of what? Because of different purposes lah. For this topic, right? We will look at report and presentation. Okay, so you need to know how to choose the good one for report and also for presentation. Okay. Why it is very important? Here it says here, typography builds brand recognition. Typography influences decision making. Typography holds the attention of the readers, right? So very simple explanation on why, right? It is very important. Okay, so number 3 here, the different elements of typography. We have the typeface and the font. Okay, right? So the typeface, the entire family of font of different weight. But the member of the typeface, we can have the regular, the oblique, the here it uses the word oblique lah, not italic but oblique, and then the light, the bold, and also we can bold and oblique, and we can have the stripe, right? So that is the font and typeface. You can see, so serif, sans serif, and also decorative, right? So if you want to create a new typography or typeface, right? You can just use decorative. Maybe decorative, it doesn't have the oblique or the bold, right? Maybe only one style lah. Okay. Right. So for the contrast, it can be contrast in type, right? Like this. Okay. Contrast in colors and also consistency, right? For design principle, the white space, okay, right? For white space, like this, which example is easier to read? This is without any spacing on the left side, without any spacing, but here we have some small space and it is easier to read lah, right? And then alignment, alignment, whether it is center align, right, or center left, center right, okay, for different purpose, right? Okay, like this one, it is align left, okay? We can make it justify, or we want to center align, okay, or align right, okay? So that is what we call as alignment. The color, the hierarchy, okay, hierarchy, which means that we have the primary heading, secondary heading, tertiary heading, and body text. Okay, if you could see, right, what we learned last week, but we are not learning any topic, but you were given the instruction of assignment assignment 4, assignment 4 kan, assignment 4, that one. Okay, you learn about the template of IEEE proceeding, right? So it has all of this hierarchy, right? So you can follow lah that kind of typography for the hierarchy. How do you choose the right typeface for your website? Okay, you need to think about personality, reflect one tone, don't skim on function, consider performance, get inspired, take some time to test. Okay, maybe you can like that's why Microsoft Word also they change the default, right? Okay, for the conclusion, right, you can read like this from here. Okay, and then typography for the report, right? You can see over here, this is a report, example of a report, right? And then it has chart, right? It has charts. Okay, we have pie chart and bar chart. Okay, and then for each charts, right, it has the numbers to describe and also the history legend, right? Okay, and then there are many settings in tables, right? And then the table also not like the normal default table. It doesn't have the column line. Okay, it only has the uh, it only have the row line. Okay, and then you can see over on top of here, right, prepared by the bold statement of the name, right, and then prepared by also another small. Okay, this is for complex data lah, what we call. Okay, so you can read more on the fonts for complex data over here. There are a lot of guides over here, right? But I am only explaining this for you, right? So you can imagine if you are going to do your infographic assignment, right? You also need to have some settings of the typeface or font or the word typography for your infographic lah, right? You can follow the guidelines from this link over here, right? I will not open it, but you need to find it yourself. Okay. And here, right? Okay, I only want to open maybe this one, okay, for report where Adobe, right? Adobe right? It brings to us, right, the report, right? Report kind of uh font style. Okay, right? So you can see here report regular. This is the regular font style. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. And this is semi bold, right? It is much more dense. And then this is the report bold. Okay, right? Okay, so where you can you can download or activate, right? Okay, add to your web project or you can download for your Illustrator. Okay, like this is more other kind of report, right? We can have the champion sorbet like this one. Okay, right? Sophia Pro soft medium. Okay, and then we can have the like this fudge brownies. Okay, So uh, like there are many lah, there are many kind of report, but you can see, right, if you take just the normal default report, okay, like this one, okay, it is more clean, right, and then it has give you hierarchies, right, such as the super bold, semi bold, and regular, or maybe teens, okay, it is easier for people to see and read lah, right. So when we look back uh, at this report, right? Okay, so it is more clean, but you need colors lah, right? Instead of having this red color for the statements, right? You need colors. Okay, so that is for Adobe Report font lah, right? And there are also other lah. Okay, I just open here. Right, other. Okay. What fonts to use for APA? APA. Right, whether you are going to use serif, sans serif, script, decorative, or more. But usually we use whether serif or sans serif lah. Right. Okay. Okay. So we can read more here. Okay. For the presentation, right? Just wait. I want to open my. Jadi jangan kita kena masuk Zoom nanti. But I need to enter earlier. Right. Uh, okay, dia orang dah mula setting up. Di, okay, okay, we are continue with our class, right? Okay. For reporting, right? Instead of having the standard formal newspaper font style, okay, there are many decorative lah, right? For presentation, we are using decorative lah, right? De right. Tunggu. Hadi, aku kelas Hadi, tapi tak boleh buka kamera pula. Tapi partisipan ada 7 lah. Ah, Cap. Oh, itulah tak boleh buka. Aku buka kat iPad, tak boleh buka pula kamera. Because the host has disabled it. Try to enable my camera. Shazza sekali. Okay, starting kot. Okay, tu dah ada kamera. Alright, okay. You can see me. Okay. Alright, aku continue kelas dulu eh. Alright. Lagi Bapa mute me. Okay. Tak apa. Alright. Okay. Continue with our for best for presentation. Okay, instead of having the what we call uh the standard or normal text font for books and reading, right? So this is for there are 17 lah. Lato, Roboto, Bantam, Fira Sans, Montserrat, Open Sans, right? Dosis, Libre Baskerville, Abril Fatface, Coho, Helvetica, right? Cormoran, okay, Leek Spartan, Poppins, Playfair display, railway, LoRa. Okay, so here how it looks lah, and here how it was used, right, in a design. Okay. 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 All right. Okay. Okay. Right. So this is Roboto. Okay. So you can see, right, when this kind of font, right, they are blend with colors, right, they more pop up, right. This kind, not saying that when you use the Adobe font style, it is not popping up to the colors, but uh maybe, right, maybe, okay, maybe you could see, if you could see here, right, pricing, but Adobe also, they will, there are some price for that kind of what you call typeface of font style lah, right? So it's not free, yeah. Okay, like Bantam, right? It is something like similar to Times New Roman, but it is likely good lah, better, right? Because of what? Because it gives more spaces, right, between one character to another character of the font lah, right? Okay. You can see simple. It has more space, right? Okay, like this product collection. But if you are using the normal Times New Romans, right, they are like side by side, very near to each other lah. Like this one lah, like macam ni gambar ni kan. Right? Okay, so you if you want a better or good one, you need to pay, right? That is the something that we can say over here lah. But they are good, right? They are good kind of uh font for presentation. Okay, right? Okay, so here's how you should be using typography in the presentation. Instead of you choose, but you need to know also how lah, how to make sure that you can use, right there. Okay, right. So the basic quick overview. Okay, like font your presentation best friend. Okay, still the same, right? This also, this is Lato, right? Serif font. Okay, but this serif is different lah from what we have in our Microsoft Word. And also it give you the guide for the font size lah, what you need to use. Okay. Right, Manhattan, right? This is sans serif without the ears, okay? So we can have Heltavica, Open Sans, Area Roboto, Gill Sans, right? So uh, you can read more and try to search more for the best, right, guideline that it can give you on how to set your assignment lah kan. Kat sini assignment lah, right? Your assignments. Okay. Ha, issues pertaining to the apa? Issues pertaining to the typography, right? There are issues lah, right? There are issues, right? The like this one lah, mistake, right? The 8 biggest typography mistake designers make. Okay, right? So this is not by the, because we are only adapting or using the font, right? So it's not the okay, something like this lah. Insufficient leading, right? Some insufficient leading means that the background color, right, with the font color, right, you need to add more dense, right? Okay, so insufficient leading it becomes like this. Okay, and then too much tracking. Nak bagi nampak great apa? Uh, the space, right? Okay, so you need to do like this, right? Okay. And then ni confusing tracking and kerning, right? So uh, there is spaces, different spaces, right, between the character lah. Like I, right, it has too many. But the good tracking is should be like this, right? This is not the tracking. Okay. Usually when you want to combine one letter with another letter side by side, see, so that is the mistake lah, right? If you can write the whole one letter just using the same typeface or same font, it's okay lah. It should be okay, right? By default lah, by default. And then this is for too many font style in one paragraph or one text. Okay. Failing to set reasonable line length. Okay, yang ni pun okay, panjang sangat in one like this one. So you need to have two columns, right, to make it better. Inadequate contrast, right? Contrast macam the first one tadi lah juga, right? Okay. Centering text universal. Okay, you put all your paragraph in center, right? Usually center is not for long paragraph lah, but only for uh, 3 to 5 lines, right? It's okay lah for the center aligner. Okay. Two spaces after a full stop. Okay. Ni after full stop, you put two space, two space. Okay. There is the eight mistake lah, right? Okay. Right, the eight mistakes. Okay. So, all right. So this is also the common typography mistake, right? So make sure you can read. Alright, and then critics lah. Critics ni we give our reflection lah, right? From what we know, from what we experience, and then to the other people's work lah, right? But so you can look at the trend lah, trend now, okay? And then you can critique lah whether it is good to be used right now or not lah. Okay, this is also, right? You can look at this trend and then from what you have learned, from what you have experienced, right? So you can critique lah, right? In this work, right? Okay. Uh, I think that's all for today, right? Okay. Okay, thank you so much for your attention, right? Later I will share this, upload this in the online learning afterward, and then uh, I will also give video this video, right? I put it in our I put in my YouTube and I will share it in our Facebook group lah, right? And then apa lagi, maybe I will not maybe I have some video lah for this typography, and then I will share it with you. Okay, till then, all right, that's all for today. Okay, until we meet again, but not next week. Okay, maybe on not maybe inshallah lah, inshallah on the 6th of November, right? The 2 weeks from today lah. Okay, uh, that's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Assalamualaikum and goodbye.
Waalaikumsalam.
Jumpa dalam Zoom.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.